So my rub has a lot of paprika in it.
Yum.
Especially
You work
on
really
the
quick
salmon.
too.
Yeah, well, you know, rather caffeinated. Shireen Pavlidis is back with us. You can find that video on my Facebook page. I'm sorry, I didn't finish that thought. But Shireen is our second and one of the newest members of our Cooks Essentials family. So for those of you that maybe haven't watched in a little while, if you're tuning in now, Blue Jean Chef is retired. You can still find her on social media. Shireen is one of our 2 brand new members to the Cooks Essentials family and doing a fabulous
Thank
job,
you,
my
my
friend.
love.
You know what? Shireen is a chef. She's an incredible recipe developer also, and has hosted TV shows of her own. So this is an incredible opportunity to marry all of that knowledge together into this Cooks Essentials 7-in-1 food processor prep master. Now, you are absolutely able to give us a call, 800-600-1556. If you have one, you've used it before, we'd love to hear from you. This is a machine that can make quick work out of sometimes a time-consuming chore in the kitchen.
Absolutely. Well, think of it as your sous chef in the kitchen. It's going to give you perfect, even slicing. So right now I have the slicing blade on. Right now I have the slicing blade on, and you get those perfect even slices. You can dice, you can spiralize, and look at that. We eat with our eyes first. Gorgeous. Pair this with a little bit of feta, some olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe some dill, call it a day. Yes. Super easy, super consistent, perfect slicing. I pride myself on my knife skills, and I cannot slice as perfect as you can in the food processor.
I mean, not even that. I couldn't do it that fast, that's
Exactly.
for sure. No matter what time-lapse function I was using on my phone. But this right here, this plate represents all of the slices, all of the cuts that you could do with K47971. So there are the little cucumber discs that Shireen just made. You can shred, you can thin spiral slice, and then looks like we made some almost Hasselback potatoes.
Correct, so that's in the ribbon spiralizer.
Oh, cool. And then we made some little shreds, maybe a more coarse spiral.
For the coarse spiralizing.
Little thinner shred there, and then dicing. So right here, it's opened up to the page in the guide that you're getting, showing you exactly what blades to use. And then as I move you down the table continuously, there are all of your reversible discs and the Cooks Essentials 7-in-1 food processor prep master. Now, that color choice in the front, that is a pretty turquoise.
Yes.
To me, that looks like a little bit of a vintage kitchen color. It's really pretty. But then up top, we also have the purple, eggplant. Eggplant is most limited. Then we have the black. Then next door to the black, we have the blue. And then Shireen is using the red. So this price tag is a clearance price of $39.58.
Wow, and this is a great handy helper in the kitchen, giving you perfect dice. So here we've just trimmed some peppers.
Okay.
So we are going to dice the peppers. We have the dicing blade right in there. You put your food pusher in, turn on the button, and that's it. Just push it right through. That quick, that easy, and now you have the perfect dice. So this is great when you're making your soups, your stews. This is the beginning, right? The beginning process. And you have those even dice, and then that way you're cooking everything evenly. Right. No chunky pieces and tender pieces. Everything is perfectly tender throughout.
You get that great consistency at the end when everything is the same size at the beginning.
And I want to point this out, Mary. So we have a lot of safety features with this. I have a daughter, Isabella, she's 15. So this is great. I feel good about her helping me in the kitchen. This will not turn on if the bowl is not in its place.
Oh, I see.
So make sure you get it right in its spot. And now it's still not in its spot. There it goes. So I feel good about it. She can't get her hands in there. It's nice and safe for her. So I really love that safety feature. So
that's lovely,
because
too.
I need to get her off her phone and into the kitchen helping me. You know what I'm saying?
I love that that's a direct, look, I just need her to use a food processor to get her off her phone. This retails, or could retail rather, for $68 and change. We have it for $39.58. It's on free shipping and handling, and we have 6 easy payments of $6.60. It's about 11 inches high, so that'll tuck nicely underneath my standard size cabinet.
Perfectly, easily. So this is something you're going to want to keep right on your countertop because basically it does all the work for you. This is your knife skills. So if you're someone who maybe you fear using the knife, you don't have to fear anymore because this will do all the work for you. So just leave it right out on your countertop. So not only does it do
So
prep work,
fun.
but it spiralizes. So you get both of those all in one. You don't have to buy another contraption. So this is the coarse spiralizer.
And check this out too. I mean, if
Isn't that
you
gorgeous?
put that on the plate and said, okay, that's what we're gonna have for dinner, everybody's gonna go running from the table.
Exactly.
If Shireen put that on your table, the kids would be like, what is that? What? That looks fun.
So-
I'll give that a try.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how cool to be able to make, to be able to make vegetables interesting is a feat.
Yeah.
To a lot of us.
Yes.
So to be able to do it with this machine at less than $40 is a great way to go. We love free shipping and handling too, but
Love that.
that is just one of its functions because there's not a lot of food waste there. You're just holding a little nub of a zucchini.
Right. Typically,
Nice.
you have that long interior strand
Yeah.
from other spiralizers, so very little waste. So these
Wow.
beautiful zoodles, you have your low carb zoodles. And here I want to point out too, so you have dual blades with this, which is great because it packs up nice and tight and easy. All you want to do when you spiralize, you look right down into the feed. If you see the pin, you're spiralizing.
Okay.
And then you just turn the top around. And now we're going to shred. So we did the coarse spiralize. Now we're just going to coarse shred. Oh, see, look, not my what's happening? My bowl's not in its spot. There goes that safety feature. So we just want to make sure we lock it in there. And now we should be good to go.
That's really a nice feature.
It is a nice feature.
That's really good looking out on Cooks Essentials' part to make sure that we're using the tools in the kitchen to their safest and utmost capability. However, another good looking out is 6 easy payments of $6.60. Now we're getting some questions about what can I make in this. So we saw that we can slice veggies. We saw that we can make the mirepoix. We saw that we can do spiralizing. We just had a phone call where someone was asking us about pesto. Is this the kind of food processor that we're going to be making pesto? I mean, I would think
not.
Yeah,
No.
because
This
you
is-
have to get a fine chop for
Right.
that. This is more for your prepping.
Right, like
So-
your knife skills. This
Yes.
is going to replace your knife skills. So maybe if you're someone, you're not comfortable with your knife skills, you're going to get perfect, even chefy cuts with using the food processor.
Oh my gosh,
chefy cuts.
How fun is that?
Yes, it's a word. We're
Chefy
making that a word. Chefy cuts.
It's like, that's fun.
right, we're gonna-
$39.58 is a clearance price. So that means at this time there's no reorder planned. So it is the time to pick it up, especially when, right around the corner it's going to be spring.
Yes.
So we're going to start going to the farmer's market again, getting those great fresh fruits and vegetables. And quite frankly, sometimes I don't know what to do with them all. And I hate to say, sometimes they go to waste. So now you can make them fun, use them while they're fresh, get all that delicious flavor and good for you food, but you can make them in more versatile ways.
Yes. So and guess what? It's beautiful too. So look how beautiful. Make a salad. Make a salad with the ribbon spiralizer. Look how gorgeous this is. This will really impress your guests.
Oh, that's fun.
How about that?
See, my husband would turn that into an accordion.
Well, it's a slinky. Remember the slinky?
Yes.
Right?
He
It's
would.
fun for girl and a boy.
So fun. Okay, so up top, I'm going to start at the other end of the table and just let you know we do have color choices for you. We have 5 total. That turquoise is at the very end. You have a vintagey kitchen. You have a black and white tile floor. That would be a really pretty pop of color. We also have the red. We have the blue. Blue, we have 600 remaining. We have the black, 500 remaining in the black, and we have the eggplant here on the end. 400 remaining there. Now, just to reiterate, up front, this is where you see it's a 5-cup capacity in the bowl in the front, but then you're also getting the reversible discs. So you can slice, you can ribbon, you can dice, you can chip, spiralize, shred, all at the flip of a disc, which I love to say. But then right there in the booklet at the end is where it'll show you exactly which blade to use. So don't worry, you don't have to write down everything that Shireen is doing. The guide is going to help you figure out which blade to use for what. Do you see how blade disc 3 is green? That's where you slice and ribbon, for example. Then at the very end, you see the plate that gives you the examples of all the different cuts that you can do with this machine. At the end is your dicing, and there's my head. Then we have shreds. We have spiralizing. You have those fun ribbon cuts, another size of spiralizing, more shreds, and then the slices at the very end. So free shipping and handling, love. We also have 6 easy payments of $6.60. Love. But it's also a clearance price. So I'm kind of the bad news on that front. There's no reorder planned at this time for this particular machine, K47971. What are the accessories that you're holding?
I want to point this out. So this is to clean the dicing blade.
Oh, that's
but
helpful.
this is also another cleaner. Turn it around. This is how you remove that blade from the dicing blade so you can effectively clean that dicing blade. So
I love it.
Don't forget that part right there.
I love it.
Pinterest, Hasselback potatoes, this is how you get them. So
Got
now you can just fill these up with all ooey gooey cheese and maybe a white bechamel, creamy, cheesy cheddar cheese.
Instant mouth watering. Shireen does that to me every time. My husband called in just a little bit ago on the show.
I know. I wanted you to, I was waiting. I wanted you to cry. You were holding back.
He was he's a love. You know, it's
So
funny, you know, folks ask a lot of times when things happen that are touching, you go into a mode when you're on camera to make sure, because as the host of the show, I want to make sure that there's an anchor somewhere in the program. And so I try to keep it together, but that almost got me. That almost got me.
But you're really good.
You're very
You're a
sweet.
professional.
Oh, well,
You're a
that's,
trained professional.
he's my whole heart. I mean, he really is. And
So
so,
sweet.
yeah, it was lovely of him to call in. But this clearance price represents something that when I talk about the Hasselback potatoes of my husband and, you know, having fun with the different foods, and it should be fun in the kitchen. If food has been a chore over the last few months, maybe it's time to get yourself a tool in the kitchen that's affordable, but can do so many different things to make it fun again. It just takes something little sometimes to reinvigorate that energy for being in the kitchen. And so this just might be that tool for you. Remember, we have an amazing return policy of 30 days. So if it's not working out, just let us know within that 30-day period and send it back, and you can get your money back too. So great way to give it a try. Shireen, you'll be back with us.
I am.
We're going to
Two
talk
more,
about
baby.
storage. Oh, I thought we were fist bumping.
We'll do
Hugs
that
and
too.
then more fist
Yeah.
bumps. I like that. Hey, you know what? I was a flight attendant for many years. And when I was a flight attendant, we used to refer to takeoff as wheels up. And landing was wheels down. And so I just want you to know Dan Wheeler's in the building. So wheels up. Wheels up, everybody.